Do you know what I find fascinating and interesting about Malaysians? We complain about traffic jam. We complain about the long queues. We complain when the mamak shops line is longer than more than 8 persons. But suddenly, for Hat Yai, different story. People willingly queue for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, minimum 4 hours. That's not traffic anymore. That's commitment. So recently, almost 300,000 Malaysians crossed into Southern Thailand during the last long weekend holiday period. And estimates say Malaysians spend around 123 million ringgit over the week. 123 millions in a few days, in 7 days exactly. So now, before people attack me, this is not anti-Hat Yai video, okay? Hat Yai, in fact, is doing something very smart, and we should learn from them. So why people love Hat Yai? People say because it's cheaper, partly true. People say because ferry to Langkawi very limited, very limited. Maybe, but let's be honest, okay? Nobody drive 6 hours plus another 4 hours waiting because they enjoy immigration's counters, right? People go because the experience feels worth it. So look at Hat Yai. Morning, makan, eat. Afternoon, shopping. Evening, night market. Night, massage. Tomorrow, repeat. Everything is so simple. Very dangerous combinations. Cheap, easy, and clear. So now compare with many destinations here in Malaysia, right? Sometimes you arrive somewhere, take photo, we eat, look around, then ask, okay, what's next? Now what? That questions kills destinations because tourists do not buy destinations. Tourists buy things to do. So Hat Yai has food, Hat Yai has shopping, Hat Yai has market, Hat Yai has street experiences, Hat Yai has cafe hopping, seafood, affordable hotels, massage, everything close nearby, close together, yeah? Now ask yourself, do we have these similar like this in Malaysia? Of course we do. We have food, we have cultures, we even have nature, we have craft, we have stories, we even have dinosaurs in Lenggong. Dinosaurs. And somehow people still go shopping. That means packaging matters. So instead of visit Lenggong, try become an archaeologist for a day. Instead of come to Kampong, try Grandma's Secret Recipe experience. Instead of visit fishing village, try cash, cook and eat with fishermen. Instead of food trail, try midnight food hunt challenge. Because all these people buy missions, not coordinates. So Malaysia doesn't have an attractions problem. We have a lot of attractions. But we have an experience design problem. Because if a tourist cannot answer, what am I doing here? You lose, man. You lose. Every destination needs people who can find stories, package activities, create program itineraries, set pricing, make experiences bookable. It's very important, bookable. Build repeat reasons. These people are called local experience designers, and we need a lot of local experience designers. Thailand is not stealing our tourists. Tourists are choosing what feels easy, what feels memorable, worth the money, worth the efforts. And so the question is, if Malaysians are willing to spend 123 million ringgit within few days, how much can our communities capture if you can create better experiences? So if you want to learn how to transform local assets into market-ready experiences, join our next workshops. how to become a local experience designer and create bookable experiences in 7 days. Not a big investment, just 97 ringgit if you book early. Comment experience and I'll share the link. And maybe your village become the next destination people queue for. I'll see you in the next video.